Okay, so who's ready to make some lasagna?
So I'm starting off by making the ricotta cheese. I'm adding 1.5 blocks of extra firm tofu, 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, 1 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/4 cup of fresh chopped basil, and 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. And olive oil will work as well. And I'm just pulsing it in a food processor. And now I'm just slicing up some zucchini, and I'm going to add it to a saucepan with a little bit of oil, and I'm also adding in a whole package of mushrooms, and I sliced up 1 yellow onion as well. And I'm just seasoning it with some sea salt and some black pepper, and I'm going to let it cook down. And I'm also just slicing them in half because I didn't slice it on the cutting board like I should have, so I'm just slicing up the zucchini and the mushrooms. Now I'm adding in a whole bag of fresh spinach, and I'm just adding a little bit of water so it can cook down. And once it's withered down, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of minced garlic and sprinkle on some sea salt. Now I'm roasting 1 red pepper for this recipe. It's really easy. You just put it on the eye of the stovetop and you just let it char on each side, and you use a fork to carefully flip it over. And then once you do that, you put it in a Ziploc bag once it cools down a little bit, and you just rub off the extra charred skin. And then you put the roasted red pepper in the blender, you blend it up, and we're going to add that to our sauce later. Now for the marinara sauce, I'm adding a little bit of oil to the pot, and I'm going to saute 1 yellow onion, adding some salt and pepper. And once that's done cooking down, I'm going to add a teaspoon of minced garlic. And I'm adding 1 jar of marinara sauce. Spaghetti sauce works as well. And I added a little bit of water to the jar to get some of the excess sauce out. I just poured a little bit of that in. And I'm adding about 1/4 cup of red hot sauce and the blended up roasted red peppers. Then I covered it and I let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Next, I'm making the cashew cheese sauce. I'm adding 1 cup of soaked cashews, raw cashews, to a blender. I just poured hot boiling water over it and let it sit for about 20 minutes. I added 3/4 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, a pinch of cayenne pepper, and 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Now I'm going to assemble my lasagna, and I'm adding some sauce to the bottom of the pan so the noodles don't burn. And I'm using gluten-free Barilla noodles, and these are the ones that you don't have to boil, so that's why I'm going to add some more sauce on the top of it because the sauce helps it cook down. So yeah, I added the ricotta cheese, some spinach, the mushrooms, and the zucchini, and now I'm adding some of the cashew cream sauce. And I'm just going to repeat this. So here's where I add more sauce to the noodles because you don't have to boil these noodles, the sauce cooks it. So I loosely covered the pan of lasagna and I baked it at 375 for 45 minutes. And then I put it on broil for about 2 to 3 minutes so that the cashew cream sauce could brown.
And the lasagna is finished. No different than regular lasagna. Just like my mom's homemade lasagna. This is like one of my favorite foods ever. It tastes like ricotta cheese, like the texture is spot on. I'm telling you, you need to make that delicious, healthy, vegan lasagna. Honestly, nobody will even know that's vegan because that ricotta tastes like regular cheese. And please make that. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at 9 Months of Fitness. And I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.